Hey guys, it's Kiki and it's another 100 Days of Making Comics Challenge video. This challenge was created by Kevin Cross here on the YouTube. You can see a link to his channel, his first foray into the challenge, and a Facebook group for the challenge in the description below. Essentially, this challenge is for 100 days straight, no missed days. You work a minimum of 30 minutes per day on your personal comic projects, and then you post that to social media, either talking about it, showing what you did, keeping you honest. I make videos. Day 30, woohoo! Making it a long end. Oh my god, is that a strip? This is actually a test strip, not a regular strip. So, but it's a step in the direction. It's getting there. Getting there, guys. And this this test strip actually really happened. I mean, not the setting. I wasn't sitting on the, as you can see, I don't know if you can see at this point, but I'm essentially sitting on a couch and I'm talking. And this physically happened, this conversation, or this out loud conversation of one happened. Essentially, I was sitting there trying to figure out what the test, like when I did test panels, what they were going to be of. And I always strive in these things to make things funny, at least funny to me. And I was sitting there saying the stuff out loud. And so what I mean, I guess a lot of people do is when they test stuff, they say testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Well, when I went to say that, I said testing, testes. And then I started laughing, and then I just said balls. Because I'm a 14-year-old boy, and I have really juvenile humor. And that amused me so much that it has become the test strip. So, yeah. Not only was this, I wanted to set up as line art for the color testing that I'm going to be doing here coming up, but also to kind of get myself to draw strips, because it's been a while. The last time I actually drew any kind of comic was last year's hourly comic day. So yeah, the last panel, oh, it messed me up. Like, I had such trouble with it because like, okay, so essentially, I don't know if you can see it so far in the strip, but the first strip is just me looking bored and saying, this is a test strip. The next one is me still looking bored and saying testing, testing, testes. And then the next one is me laughing, and then it's me saying balls at the end with kind of a, like, amused look on my face. Well, when I first drew the last panel, it kind of made it look like I had a dreamy look on my face, and that just gave the wrong message, because that's not the joke. Also, I'm a dyke, so I'm not gonna be dreaming about balls. It just doesn't happen. So I had some trouble with that face, and I got so far into, like, to the point of, like, doing the lettering and everything, and then I got so frustrated, you'll see it in the video, that I erased the whole face. And at that point I took a 2-hour break because I was getting so frustrated that my head hurt. And yeah, so then I came back and finished it. I'm not exactly happy with it, but I kept telling myself, it's a test strip, get over it. This is not like your finalized product. Calm down, take a deep breath, and just get on with it. So yeah, that's what I worked on today, and there's a lot that I didn't record. I recorded just drawing the inside of the panels. I scripted this. It took me like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I measured out and did the panel lines and all that good stuff that I did record. So a little over 30 minutes today. Well, if you talk from the point I started to the point I ended, it was more like 4 hours, but or like 3 hours. But yeah, of actual work time, about 45 minutes. Yeah, a little rusty. Used to not take. It wouldn't take me more than 30 minutes to do a strip. So rusty as hell. Anyway, so something I want to talk about that kind of leans into the problem I had today is crap or get off the pot kind of situation with comics. This is an argument I get with, or not an argument, this is me, like, fussing at my brother, because as I've said multiple times, my brother is a aspiring comic artist. He wants to, or comic creator, he wants to do his own comics. It's something he's wanted to do since he saw me starting to do it, and he's had couple different stories. Like, he'll start working on a story and then he'll get to a point where he just gets frustrated with it and he'll stop. And this kind of lecture I've given him a couple of times about it, and it's ones that I've heard other comic creators out there give other aspiring comic creators, is just crap or get off the pot. The thing about comics is you can study all of the things, all the books, all the podcasts, all the videos, everything, go to panels. But this is an on-the-job training type situation. Until you start doing it, you're not gonna start learning. And while you could do it where you're just drawing your own comics and nobody sees, like if you're wanting to go into print, I completely can see that. But I'm a webcomic creator. My brother wants to be a webcomic creator. And in that, you just need to start putting stuff out there, because not only will you see how people react to stuff and how you can tailor yourself to that somewhat, because you don't want them to rule you, but you do want that to have some influence. You also need to learn how to put stuff together. And it doesn't really, because there are some fundamentals to it, but there's also a lot of personality and very individual things about that, about how you make your comics. So I keep telling my brother to stop being so damn precious, because one of the things about making comics is your first few are gonna suck. Just unless lightning strikes and you just happen to, roll all sevens or whatever the case may be. Like your first few comics, they're gonna suck, and that's okay. I mean, your stuff's gonna be crap at first, and it's a learning experience. And so when you're first starting out, it's best to just not be so precious about it. Yes, there's things you have to think through. Yes, there's things you have to work through, but you can't take that into the point of where you agonize over it, because then you're just preventing yourself from actually doing it. And so at some point you need to stop messing with everything and do it. And this, even as somebody who's been doing this for over a decade, I still fall prey to it. I mean, look, I've been 30 days working on this comic. I could have started, as I think I said this yesterday, I could have started this comic the first weekend. But I've been a little precious about it, and I need to stop doing that, which is why next week I'm going to start making comics. Yes, because I need to stop. I need to crap or get off the pot. So, yeah. I know my brother watches these videos. Hey, Ryan. So I say this to you also. You need to get on it. You need to just start creating, and you'll learn your voice, and you'll learn what makes, about making your comic, and eventually you'll get there. So yeah, that's rambly, and I don't know why, but I'm like weirdly off right now. So tomorrow starts the color testing, because I found everything except for my watercolors, and I gave up and I just bought new ones, and they arrive tomorrow. So test panel coloring tomorrow. Yay! See you guys tomorrow.